So now that we're in 2020 and we're screaming, all Black Lives Matter, companies are jumping out there, yeah, Black Lives Matter, y'all. Nike are dropping a new commercial, don't do it, and you're preaching to people. Meanwhile, you were part of the problem.
Global protests after the death of George Floyd set off a flurry of corporate statements of solidarity with the Black community, along with pledges of more than $1.7 billion to advance racial justice causes. But this beauty industry executive is demanding that companies reveal exactly how much Black lives matter to them by revealing what percentage of their corporate employees are Black. This is Access All. On June 3rd, Sharon Shooter took to Instagram to ask beauty brands to do more than piggyback off a trending hashtag.
Now, what we need to do is ask these companies over the next 72 hours to release the number of Black people they have employed in corporate roles as well as leadership roles.
Within the first week, over 50 brands signed on, and the Pull Up for Change movement was born. Shooter, CEO of the inclusive line Woma Beauty, has spent most of her career in the industry, working at the corporate level for household names like Revlon, L'Oreal, and Benefit Cosmetics.
For me, my experience was, one of survival. I was very frustrated with the lack of inclusivity. You were having all these 50 shades of beige because the people working in these organizations are 50 shades of beige, so you cannot fix a problem that you don't understand. I understood what it feels like to be the only Black person in the room. I was always the only Black person in every room.
Many of the brands who pulled up mirrored the lack of diversity that Shooter has experienced. Cosmetics veterans L'Oreal and Estée Lauder, for example, reported that only 8% and 3% respectively of employees at the executive leadership level are Black. Even at beauty newcomers like Glossier and Milk Makeup, corporate staff is only 9% Black for each. These numbers stand in contrast to the 13.4% of the US population that is African American.
And I felt frustrated because I felt like companies weren't really acknowledging or understanding the part that they play, which is a really critical part, because companies are custodians of economic participation, which is everybody's fundamental right? The right to be able to earn a decent wage so that you can even exist.
For the beauty industry in particular, discrimination at the top is becoming an even bigger issue. Black spending power in the United States is expected to rise to $1.5 trillion by 2021, according to data analytics firm Nielsen. And this group outspends in relation to other groups on hair care, beauty, and fragrance products. In 2017, for example, Black shoppers represented 85% of the $63 million total U.S. industry spend on multicultural hair care products.
So there was one part of this campaign which was about mobilizing consumers to vote with their wallets.
And Shooter seeks to accomplish even more with Pull Up for Change.
But in terms of the things we're trying to achieve, one is we have to keep this conversation topical, so we have to continue to educate. The second part of it is really solutions, both solutions for employees, solutions for employers. And how do I give you access to mentorship? And how do I give you access to even roles and availability of these roles? And then on the employer side, how can we be a resource to you in terms of giving you more information, how to train better for unconscious bias?